Welcome to the Spiritist Companion podcast. My name is Yuri Castro, and I'll be your companion on this journey where we study, we reflect, and put Spiritist teachings into practice. And as usual, if you like what you hear, please subscribe to our channel, follow our pages, and most importantly, send this podcast to someone else as well. Today, my dear friends, we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, self-knowledge. And to be a little more formal, I have the Know Thyself as the title, but it's going to be about the journey of self-discovery that is so important for the spirit. First of all, let's go to the Spirit's book, which was published all the way back in 1857, where the codifier of Spiritism, Allan Kardec, is going to ask the spirits, and this is question 919, where he asks, what is the most effective means for improving ourselves in this life and for resisting the draw of evil? And the spirits answer by saying, a sage of antiquity has told you, know thyself. If we stop to think about it, we can imagine that this answer could have pointed to something like to study, to pray, or to do charity, which are all essential things as we know. Yet the spirits present the foundation upon which all of those rest, self-knowledge. Every transformation begins by recognizing what already exists within us. When we honestly acknowledge both our virtues and our imperfections, we can create room for genuine growth. Saint Augustine, yes, the famous one, he expands the answer when he's going to offer what I think is one of the most beautiful teachings we have in the Spiritist movement, where he proposes a simple exercise with a profound transformative power. When he says, at the end of each day, setting aside a few quiet moments to reflect and asking ourselves, how did I live today? Which opportunities did I embrace to do good? Where can I act with greater love tomorrow? What feelings guided my actions today? These are all questions that are so important for our self-knowledge and self-improvement. He says, examine your conscience. Ask yourself whether you have failed in any duty. This practice, suggested by him, cultivates clarity. Our conscience becomes a compass, gently pointing the way toward the next steps of our spiritual journey. If we go to another book of the codification, the Gospel According to Spiritism, published all the way back in 1864, we can find the encouragement on this journey of self-knowledge on chapter, for instance, 17, where Allan Kardec is going to explain that perfection is a path of continual self-improvement. How our Master Jesus invites us each day to grow a little bit every single day, and every step forward begins with one deeply sincere question: who am I today? But in order to go on this adventure, this quest for self-knowledge, we have to have the courage to look within. A lot of the times, observing the actions of people around us can come more naturally. But turning that same attentive gaze toward our own hearts is a call for courage and a call for humility as well. When Jesus said, why do you see the speck in your brother's eyes but fail to notice the beam in your own? That's what he was referring to. He invites us to direct the same thoughtful attention we use to understand the world toward our inner lives, our own inner lives. And that's where this inner transformation can begin. Because looking within is an act of balance. We can recognize our imperfections. We can also celebrate our victories, my dear friends, because we do have them. We can become aware of the areas where growth is still unfolding, per se. We can also appreciate every step we have already taken. This balanced perspective strengthens hope. Every small victory represents meaningful progress along our spiritual path. But of course, this journey is not an easy one. We have a few challenges. For instance, pride. Yes, we always end up talking about pride and selfishness. St. Augustine identifies pride as one of the greatest obstacles to spiritual progress because pride naturally seeks to justify our attitudes and preserve old patterns of thinking. Humility, which is the opposite of pride, awakens this question that really transforms us. What is this experience teaching me? How can I respond with greater wisdom? Which is something we talked recently in this podcast. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Asking, what can I learn from this? Questions like these can expand our awareness and also accelerate our own growth. And we can think of many practical examples in our daily lives. So for instance, after an argument, yes, whenever conflict arises, one question often opens new possibilities. What does situation reveal about me? Because even when responsibility is shared, every experience offers an opportunity for personal growth, which I think goes hand in hand with the next one I have here, receiving criticism. Every observation can become an invitation to reflect. Sometimes we will discover an important lesson. In other times, we deepen our serenity as well by realizing that each person sees life through the lens of their own experiences. And in either case, I think, we continue to grow. When envy appears, yes, envy can become a valuable teacher. It reveals desires, insecurities, and potential we may not have fully recognized. So instead of comparing ourselves to others, we can allow that feeling to inspire our own journey of growth. You can also think at work. When, let's say, a project encountered challenges, a valuable opportunity for learning emerges, or when we end up finding someone at work that is difficult to work with. So we can ask ourselves, how can I do better next time? How can I improve from this situation? And I think asking those questions can help develop maturity, creativity, and perseverance, but they all have to do with self-knowledge. And this daily examination of our conscience, as suggested by St. Augustine, is a great gift that we can utilize, because before going to sleep, we can take a few moments to reflect and ask ourselves, was I patient today? Did I embrace opportunities to serve? Did my words bring peace? Which virtue can I strengthen tomorrow? Etc. And other questions like these. And I think this simple habit of asking these questions every day, of doing this every night, can nurture our own awareness, our own serenity. And little by little, we begin to notice changes that once seemed so far away, or at one time they were very unnoticeable. Spiritism places great value on study. We are reminded that true knowledge naturally leads to inner transformation. So every book we read, every talk we attend, every meaningful conversation gain its deepest value when it inspires wiser choices, kinder actions, and a more loving heart. Knowledge and practice, which is something I always talk about in here, they need to walk hand in hand. And another beautiful aspect of this refers to the self-knowledge bringing us closer to our Creator. Because the more we understand our own limitations, the more naturally we embrace the limitations of others too. Understanding nurtures patience. Humility can open the door to charity, to service, and awareness. Therefore, it expands our capacity to love. In this way, knowing ourselves also becomes a path toward understanding others and drawing closer to God. So let's think of some practical applications now, putting this knowledge into practice. How can we live the Know Thyself teaching? I brought a few things here. Number 1, set aside a few moments each day for reflection, which is something I already mentioned before, because consistency can turn small moments of reflection into lasting transformation. Number 2, let's observe our own reactions because they can reveal the feelings that are maturing within us, the good ones and the bad ones too. Let's also welcome criticism, yes, as an opportunity for growth. Every experience has the potential to expand our awareness, our self-knowledge. Number 4, let's always turn to prayer as well for clarity, for discernment. And last but not least, let's honor our own pace of spiritual growth. Inner transformation unfolds gradually, much like a tree growing stronger day after day. My dear friends, perhaps the greatest journey of our lives is the journey towards our own hearts. It's there that we discover our virtues, our challenges, our potential too, and the gifts God has placed within us to support our continued growth. When St. Augustine invites us to examine our conscience each day, he offers us a path to genuine freedom. Awareness brings light, understanding brings strength. Growth unfolds naturally whenever we choose to live with greater clarity and purpose. So to know yourself is to create space for God to gently transform everything within you that is still growing. So let us follow the advice of the spirits when they mention this saying that became famous by Socrates, even though he was not the one who coined it. He found this in the temple of Apollo at Delphos. But it's so important in our lives. Understanding how each day offers a fresh opportunity and how each choice brings us one step closer to the person God created us to become. Thank you, my dear friends, for your presence in this podcast today. I hope this was helpful, even if just a little bit. And if it was, please share this with someone else so we can spread the seeds of light together. We'll see each other next Monday for another episode of the Spiritist Companion podcast. Until then, walk under the light of the gospel. With fraternal love, your Spiritist Companion.